My name is Carmelo Nolasco and I'm doing this video because I'm fed up with the Red Bridge Council. I live in this home for now 2 years and it's out of every standard. Electricity is in risk, gas is in risk, the house needs repairs, which has been reported to the agency we rented it, the station, limited agency in Forest Gate, and to the landlord as well. We have reported to the housing standards and no one come to inspect our house. So I'm gonna show now where we are living for 2 years, and I'm gonna show you now why we are living in this condition. We not get any help. This is the entrance, the main door, and you go to the kitchen. This is the kitchen where we prepare the foods. The kitchen is faulty, the oven is faulty. This storage cannot be used because it was infested by mouses. This is leaking all the time. The water is going here as well. So we have applied for social house, and the officer which take a decision to close our case, it said this space is enough to live normally for a family with 4 people. We have 2 small kids, my son 5 years and my daughter 3 years old, and they are sleeping in my bed because the boiler is faulty in their room. We have bought this to manage the winter on the snow because it was very cold and this boiler was not working. This is where my daughter was sleeping. Yeah, over her head is this boiler, which is 24 kilowatts, and it is faulty. Has been leaking gas twice. Yeah, we have repaired it privately. Agency have not sent anyone. It's 2 years now we're asking a gas certificate and they're not gonna give anything. We reported this as well to the housing standards and nothing happened. Yeah, these windows are broken. All the wind was blowing inside. This is the tape I have put it to manage for the wind not blowing in the house. Yeah, this is the other window. It's all open. I changed myself the locks because we are not safe. The kids can drop them with windows. Yeah, this house is in full standard, they say. Yeah, this is the toilet. This is the light. This is the windows. It's full of mold because the water is coming in, is leaking. The neighbors downstairs have reported from here is leaking water in their flat and it's going direct to their light and electricity cables. Yeah, we cannot use this anymore. No one came to repair it. These are the lights in the kitchen. It has been this broken since we got the home and no one came to repair it. We have reported hundreds of times. Yeah, and all the dust which is coming from here is going to our foods. They don't want to make any repair. This is the room where we sleep all together in the same bed. It's for more than a year now. And this is the space in this home. The same problem here. The windows are broken. Are all with tape. We managed to put tape for taking the home hot and protecting from the cold the kids. is all open. These are the broken locks. I have replaced it. This is the lock for the door. I replaced it. Was not working, and no one pay for that. We pay ourselves because the landlord and agency don't want to send anyone. This is the space inside the house. Yeah, this is finishing the room and starting the roof. Yeah, this is where we get our lunch and breakfast, and our son is studying. This is the cupboard, and these are how our clothes are staying because I have no space. Yeah, this is my cupboard. This is for my wife. These are for a blanket. And this is for the shoes. Are there where my kids' clothes are staying. This is a storage box which is smelling, and the wind is coming from the roof. This is another window which is broken. Water was leaking in. It's full of mold. Where is the housing standards in UK? Where the agency is? Where are the inspectors? We reported twice till now. We have written email, we have called it to them. No one come to our house. Where is the Red Bridge Council? Yeah. This light got fire and was melting. Yeah. This is inside the house. Yeah. Every kid can touch it. It still have the electricity there. This is the high. Every kid can touch it. So this is the space where we live. And the housing, social housing officer, it say our house is enough, and he closes the case. Yeah, this is the racism for the European citizens. This is how they treat us now. Yeah, and this video gonna go to YouTube, gonna go to any newspaper, gonna go to any TV, and gonna go to the European court. The Red Bridge gonna go to the court. Red Bridge Council gonna go to the court. It's 100% because it's this how they live. The people to live in their houses. Yeah, and these are the UK agencies now. Where is the safety and security for the families and the people? So Red Bridge Council, I'm asking you immediately to send someone to check our house, to speak to the landlord, to speak to the agency where we rented the home, to fix all these issues. This is the floor because the house was leaking from the roof. Yeah, and in 2 years no one came to repair. We have asked it many times. Because of these conditions, the kids attended the A&E the winter of 2018 more than 5 years, more than 5 times. They have been in antibiotics more than 6 times each one. Yeah, because of these conditions. Yeah, and in our home we have more medicines than food. Yeah, this is the conditions. Thank you, Red Bridge Council. Yeah. So, dear housing, social housing officer, can you tell me if 4 people can live in these conditions, sleeping in one bed, and we are not in the need of house, we are not in the need of space. My wife is pregnant, still waiting a little baby. She cannot rest, she cannot have her space, yeah, and the kids are sleeping with us. I go to work every day and I have to sleep and rest as well. I have the right, everyone have the right to rest and sleep. It's the essential rights and minimum rights to everyone have to have in his house, in their houses, yeah. So you can say me, we don't need more space, and this space is enough to live with 4 people in, yeah. It's like that. And you have been very rude to us when we asked you and to say to send someone to check the condition we are living. Don't consider what the contract is saying. We live in a flat of 2 bedrooms. It's not a flat of 2 bedrooms. Where are 2 bedrooms here? This is the space, yeah, and this is the kitchen where we're gonna get our breakfast and lunch. Where is the living room? Where is the space to live 4 people in, yeah. And you say you have sleep it in the same room, and you have sleep it under the boiler, 24 kilowatt faulty boiler. Is this, yes, it's like this you have leave it? And are these conditions how a family can live safely? So you tell me now. This is our foods. Here it stay our foods. Yeah, our plates, our dishes and everything in the kids' room. Yeah, this is the space. Officers say we don't need space, we have enough space. Yeah, this is the space we're living. Yeah, this is what they say. So I want to ask you, the social house officer and the Red Bridge Council, I want you to explain to me why after all our reports and requests for help, no one showed to be here in our house to check these conditions, to sort out these issues. I want to ask you, is this because of our religion? Is this because we are European citizens? Is this because of Brexit? I want you to explain why is this? Why the Red Bridge Council? Why the housing standards is not doing anything? I want you to give this on right to us and to explain in every details.